He's not a pure hit guys in the bracket. He is not. I did text him and ask him, but he's not playing right now, so... He's just not playing to give me a chance in my Dust League group. That's what it is. I was about 4v4 Warcraft 3? Oh, true. Based. Also fun. In-house 4v4, although I prefer for in-house games in Warcraft 3, I prefer 2v2. I think 2v2 in-house is very fun. I think 4v4 is just too serious nowadays. People are just take it too serious. Everyone thinks they're super pro at 4v4. Everyone thinks they know what the meta is. Everyone thinks they know what the best strategy is. Leash is the best NA player, and I grew up with him. Well, I think it's debatable, but yeah, he's one of the GOATs for sure. One of the GOATs. Top 3. Top 3. Yeah, but he was a StarCraft player originally. I don't think he was like a pro StarCraft player. I think he was like, you know, the same skill level as like Destiny, if you know who that is. Also started off as a StarCraft player. A Blood Mage, Lumber Mill. This Expo, by the way, really easy to creep. You could creep it with just Militia if you wanted. And Grinchy goes for the Warden. Knowing he's going to be up against the Blood Mage, he does this willingly. But yeah, a 2v2 in-house, super fun. Uther Party in-house, mega ultra fun. We got to get some in-houses going, guys. I mean... I just wish what we should do in our Discord, even though we did this for our Patreon for a while, which we should get back into doing. Life is so busy. Life is so busy. Is we should have a channel in our Discord or something like that where we could like have in-house games, you know? That'd be lit. I wish I was popular enough where I could just post on Twitter and be like, yo, you guys want to play some in-houses? And I would get enough people to come play. I just don't think I'm that popular though, unfortunately. Yeah, I saw Insub's tweet. That's what got me talking about this a little bit. And Reset was in here talking about it. The Blood Mage. Warden, Exchange. Who does this favor? Health for all the mana. I think AKM's fine with this. Just run away. There's not another Shadow Strike. It's going to take a long time for Grinchy to chase this down. Dream with Jay. Oh, Dream with AJ. Off talk, will the Bags Brothers be releasing anything on vinyl? Recently came the collector and I'm addicted. Yes. Yes, we will be. We actually had a meeting with our managers today, and that was brought up towards the end of the meeting. The only issue is with vinyl is it takes 6 months to get it made right now because Taylor Swift and Adele literally bought all the vinyl in the world or something. So now it's very short on supply, and you can't really make vinyls in like without really long notice sort of deal. But yeah, that's we're gonna be getting that done. It's just gonna be a 6-month minimum waiting period. But yeah, we'll have that. We'll have that eventually for sure. Okay, so Grinchy just content to chill. Ooh, love the second Ancient War. Could also be building an expansion, knowing he's got such good map control. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't build an expansion, right? You got the resources too. This is nice for Grinchy. You can pick up a Berserker as well. Staff's on over. So it's a slightly underleveled Warden, but it won't be for too long. And for AKM, just chilling. Pretty easy to creep. It seems like a little bit of a daunting task. Greater mana, by the way, but actually, 2 Wisps. Didn't even have to buy the Berserker. And Workshop Arcane saying, Invis Mortar teams, I'd have to assume, right? I'd have to. And he can creep the green. And by the time the Ancient War moves over, he can creep. Maybe even the red, actually. It's possible. Although you do always have to take damage creep in the red because you get bouldered, even if you have the Ancient War tanking. But I got to imagine with 3 Wisps repairing, that red camp is pretty creepable. What is the Blood Mage doing? He's just AFKing. You think you could be able to militia creep to level 2 at least off of these greens, but he's just sitting here. 4th Age, what's up, dude? Thanks for the 1.5 years. 18 months. He just fan and knives. Whoopsie doopsie. And yeah, first mortar team up. Double lures on the way in shop. This is going to be invis mortar teams. Archmage now too. Oh yeah, he's going to go for the classic Tree of Ages snipe. Or Tree of Eternity by the time we get to that. Okay, now he's creeping. The first experience for AKM. So far, what AKM has done this game is ran to the middle of the map, got all the mana from the Warden, ran back to his base, and now we're 6 minutes into the game. Grinchy, however, has done a little bit more. And he's got plenty of mana. Ooh. He didn't hit the mortar team. No, I didn't. He didn't hit the mortar team with the fan and knives. If he had Shadow Strike 2, he'd be able to just kill all these. He really goes for the priest. I figured he would go for the mortar team all day. Oh, he came with the block. Gonna save it. Yeah, Grinchy gets nothing out of the entire mana pool. Other than arguably some delay. But oh, actually he sets himself up for creeping again. Not bad. If he can get level 5 Warden, it's gonna be all good. The issue for, I think I've talked about this during AKM games in the past, the issue for Night Elf is really invis detection. You think about Orc, they have Witch Doctors. Human, they have Flying Machines. They have Flare. They have Arcane Sentry, I believe it's called. And then for Undead, they have Shades. But for Night Elf, what do they have? They could build Huntresses and put Sentinels across the map. But what else can they really do? What else can they do, guys? Not much, right? So you kind of just have to be ready for the invis mortar teams. Kind of just have to be ready for it. That is, if that's what AKM wants to do, which, you know, even though he's not fully committing to it right now, eventually that's going to be the play. It's always what he goes for. I'm trying to think, is there other ways to deal with it? Invis, you have Dust at your shop, you have Sentinels from the Huntresses. Am I missing something?
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, you can get a Potom, which is pretty good, which is what they get in FFA. A Potom third, but obviously Grinchy's not going to be doing that with a Warden first. So yeah, that's really a weird weakness that isn't talked about too much of Night Elf.
Players' forces are under attack.
But it's really only a problem in this situation against invis mortar teams. Dust is enough to deal with the Blade Master. Dust is enough to deal with Shadow Meld. But an entire army invisible, continuously sniping your army is not easily dealt with by just Dust. There's the greater mana. Grinchy gonna get some stuff done, but this is his third mana pool. He's only got 2 peasants for it so far. He's gonna get 4 at least, though. Okay, make that 5. Not bad. Yeah, that's worth for sure. So you, why should you make sure the Grinchy isn't shit hacking? Absolutely, I am. They have Dust out of the shop. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, but this is not where AKM's going to be favored. He would be favored in laming, but in a direct fight, he's just going to get owned. He's going to get owned and pwned. Oh, 3 mortar teams. Maybe I'm underestimating that. Frag Shards is not done because Castle's only now finishing. Oh, AKM. I don't think he's going to be winning this fight. The reposition is nice, though, but there's no front line. Oh my god, that Flame Strike. It's only level 1. Heal Ward as well. That's quite nice. But Grinchy should be dealing with that right away. There he goes. Oh my god, this whole backline. Holy hell. Oh, Grinchy might be overcommitting. He's losing a lot. He's got no mana on the Warden. He's trying to save some stuff. Oh yeah, I guess Fairy Fire would count as one. Yeah. Fairy Fire is decent. We get a couple of kills, but he really loses everything. Look at the supply. And who cares about rifle caster pushes? AKM just does a tier 3 mortar team mass caster push. And she's still with opportunity. Because there is no heal scroll for AKM. And if the mortar teams go down, where's the source of damage? That's why I said earlier, maybe focusing on the mortar teams would have been the better play. Nice Fan of Knives before the mana is gone. Level 2 Flame Strike, though, and there's plenty of mana. That's going to mean a supply blocked Grinchy soon. He's used that anti-magic potion so that he can get the last fan off. Okay, never mind, he gets it off anyway. Oh, no. And AKM, I mean, I didn't think this RB was going to work, but maybe Grinchy not doing a good enough job of keeping his backline alive. I feel like Grinchy could have won this fight. Just maybe a little bit mismicroed. And when the reposition happened for AKM up here, it became very, very difficult. And yeah, that's AKM moving on. Wow. Not much happened to that game, but that push is pretty strong for AKM. He'll move on to the next round, everybody.